Good morning. Happy first day of week 4 on the Appalachian Trail. If I'm being honest, it's starting a little on the shaky side. For those who don't recognize what's behind me, I stayed at Standing Bear Farm and Hostel last night. And I'll keep it short. I understand where the mixed reviews come from. I'm headed out from here this morning, though. It's going to take me 2 days to get over the hill to Hot Springs. Today will be kind of a harder climb, it looks like. A lot of elevation to go up. And I believe I'm hitting max patch today, which is kind of cool. So, looking forward to a good day and very much looking forward to getting back into the woods. Welcome to my early lunch break. Today's motivation is very low. I'm tired. I have about 8.5 miles to go to camp tonight, which will be fine, but I don't feel like it. I just found mint growing in the forest. May apples. Lots in this area. It's a lot of stairs. All right, I finally dropped below tree line and found myself a little grove of rhododendrons to hide from the wind because it is whipping today. But just went over max patch. It was beautiful. There were dandelions. Did not stay super long because of the wind, obviously, which you can still hear. Today has definitely been a struggle. I was pleasantly surprised to see that my friends from last night, Chestnut and Poppy, are coming to the shelter tonight. We're all headed to Roaring Fork, so I'm excited to spend a little bit more time with them. I would like to thank my friend Jared for setting me up with his Audible account, and also J.R. Tolkien for the entertainment of The Hobbit getting me through today's hike. Good morning! Today I am already in a bit of a better mood than I was yesterday, which is good. Got to spend the evening and morning with Chestnut and Poppy, who are quickly becoming 2 of my favorite people that I have met on trail. I'll try and snap a picture with them at some point here because you never know how long you're going to be around people on trail. So I'm really trying to cherish the time that I have with the people that I really enjoy. Last night was pretty good. We were essentially the only ones. There were 2 other people tenting, and it was essentially just me, Chestnut, and Poppy last night in the shelter. Had a pretty good night at the Roaring Fork shelter. I thought it was pretty cool that there was a sign there that said that they have planted some American chestnuts. They must be a hybrid. Chestnut is named Chestnut because he knows all about the American Chestnut Project to create a blight-resistant variety of the American chestnut so we can have those trees again. And we're assuming that it's a hybrid between the American and the Chinese chestnut, but there were signs and caged trees over there at the shelter, which is pretty cool. I like seeing those starting to get reintroduced because the American chestnut was a huge loss to the ecosystems of the East. Today is pretty well a normal hike. Let's see if I can cross the stream while I'm talking. The only real exciting thing for today is that we are going over Bluff Mountain, which is what Bluff Mountain Outfitters is named after in Hot Springs. Besides that, kind of just a standard day. I think it's going to be 14 to 15 miles to a shelter. I believe Chestnut and Puppy are also going to the shelter that I'm going to as well again tonight, which is cool. But nothing too crazy today. It's a little bit of up, but mostly down because we are going to start dropping down to Hot Springs, which is really exciting. I'm starting to get really excited about that and seeing my family. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today. Kind of just a standard hike, and I'm in a better mood. Yay. I will say that as someone who studied ecology in school, I had a very light fear coming out here that my hike was going to turn into just this mechanical whir of hiking down the trail and getting in the miles. And I've been really, really pleased that it seems like it's taking the opposite effect. And I am learning so much about the little things around me, and I'm having so much fun enjoying, or I'm having so much fun identifying the little things around me and listening to the birds. This morning I had a really sweet moment. I woke up before my alarm. Light had just kind of percolated through the forest, and I sat up in my sleeping bag and was all still wrapped up and cozy and just listened to the birds. There was a winter wren singing, which is currently my favorite song in the forest. There was a vireo chirping in the background, a towhee occasionally piped in, and I'm pretty sure at one point I heard a Carolina chickadee. I just sat there in silence for about 15 minutes and listened to the birds. That was just so sweet. I'm just really enjoying living with nature out here. There was a 50% chance of rain today, but I'd gauge not by that blue sky. I am wigging out this morning. The trilliums are insane. Look at this one with like the pink frill. And then we've got this guy, which is just plain white. And then we've got, bear with me, these guys, which are just solid purple. I wish you guys could smell this section of trail. They're everywhere. Today's the hottest day on trail. It's like 82 degrees, but I am on the peak of Bluff Mountain. The trek for days before Hot Springs is just full of these like open forests with the Virginia spring beauty flowers just carpeting the ground all the way through. I keep hoping to see a bear in the distance, but today in particular, there's just that like classic springtime hum of all the insects and the bees out here enjoying the flowers. It's just so sweet. Sounds of springtime. It is convenient.
It's close to the trail.
Mm-hmm. Feel it?
Good morning. Today's a great day because it is town day. I am hiding behind the shelter right now to do this, but we only have 3.5 miles to get down to Hot Springs, and then it is family time. I have a Nero today and I am taking a 0 tomorrow, so I'm so excited. This is arguably the fastest I have hiked yet on the AT. I'm just so excited to get to town and see family and see Seth. This very much feels like vacation, you know? And I've been talking about it with some of the other hikers, but through hiking, when you're out here, it's like your job, you know? This is what you do every day. And so to have a day where all I'm doing is 3 miles, and then tomorrow where I have no miles to do, it feels like vacation. So that feels like what I'm running to. It feels like, you know, last day of school before summer sort of feeling. I'm so excited. And I'm walking so fast.
Down on the riverbank. Want to be one?
Good morning. It is the end of my time in Hot Springs. I had a great Nero and a great Zero. I got a lot of stuff done. I caught my first smallmouth. I treated stuff with permethrin because it's getting warm enough. And now I am headed back out into it, feeling super rested and very full from all the food that I ate and very satisfied getting to see friends and family and Seth. So I miss them all over again, though. It's the hard part about seeing people is you have to say goodbye again. I'm headed back out this morning, and unfortunately, the next 2 days look like crappy weather. I can hear the rain right now. It didn't rain quite like it was supposed to last night, so I'm hopeful that maybe it won't be as much as they were originally calling for, but I do have my umbrella handy, and I'm wearing my rain gear, so we will see how it goes. My shelter options today, there's one at 11 miles and one at 20. So we're just gonna see what the weather does and how I'm feeling as to how far I make it. But time to get back out into it. This is my old stomping grounds, Mill Pond. I've done a bunch of trail running and camping and fishing right here on this pond. Today really sucks. I am emotionally and mentally down in the pits. Working on that. It's raining. I don't feel like walking. It's a hard day. All right, I've cried 5 times today now. And I've thought about leaving trail once, which is spooky. I'm not, but I'm cold, I'm wet. I need a reset, so I have a shuttle and bunk room for tonight. Not what I expect coming out of town usually. But that's okay. It's what I need. 3 good things. I have an incredible and loving support system that I am lucky to go home to at any point that I choose. There are dwarf-crested irises that have been flanking both sides of the trail today. Super beautiful, and I just have started coming across some patches of bloodroot also on both sides of the trail. Pretty flowers. And I'm also really thankful for this trail community. I have passed a couple people today that I haven't seen since before the Smokies, and just met someone who I've been seeing named in the log books, which is really cool to make that connection. And at the last shelter that I just passed, I checked the log book, and Chestnut and Poppy had left me a little note in there, and so that was just really sweet. I am in a really bad headspace today, and I'm not leaving trail, but I do recognize that I need a reset. Good morning. I am back on trail and better. Last night I got a shuttle from Michelle and a bunk at Laughing Heart Hostel, and that was absolutely the right thing to do. I got dried off, I warmed up, I was around people that I know, and actually had a little mini reunion with someone I hadn't seen in a while. Very much what I needed. I'm feeling much better today. Nowhere close to coming off of trail. The only, I think, downside that I'm feeling today so far is that because I was using my umbrella yesterday and I don't have a way of hanging it, I had to hold it, which means that I couldn't use my poles like normal. And my knee, I can tell my knee is a little bit more sore today. Not too bad, but just a testament to how much those poles actually do for me. So we're moving ahead today. I'm looking at about an 18-mile day. There was a group of us that got a shuttle back to the same spot this morning, and there are 4 of us currently in a spread out line on the trail, all going to the same place. So that's also nice to know that I'm, not alone. So looking forward to today, taking it easy, being gentle with myself and patient. And I think we'll have a good day.
Without looking through data, do you recall the mileage?
So we called today short. We went 11 miles to Jerry's cabin shelter, and I was cold and wet, not wet through, but cold and wet, and just didn't feel the need to keep going. I knew if I kept hiking in that, I wasn't going to have fun, and I'm not in a rush to finish the AT, so why? So we stopped. I say we because I've been hiking today with a woman named Wendy from Nova Scotia, and it's been so nice to hike with someone, especially on the days that suck like today. It's nice to have someone there to share in the suck with. So it was kind of a beautiful day in terms of the fact that we were in the clouds for most of the day. But it did rain way more than they said it was going to. And it's about 10 degrees colder than they said it was going to be as well. So it's going to get actually below freezing tonight, which again was not predicted. But we're going to be fine. We've got all our setups. I still have all of my winter gear. And then tomorrow, I think we might be doing a super long day, but we'll just have to see how I'm feeling. I just got my water from the stream. Good source here. I've done all my chores. I had dinner. And I think we're about to kind of tuck in for the night.
You guys all already eat?
Good morning. Today is the final day of week 4 on the AT, which is, I just can't, I can't fathom that. Time is definitely already going by so much faster than it feels like it is. It feels like I just started. Today, I am not totally sure actually where I'm going. My shelter options are at 15 or 26 miles. So I'm also not in a rush, so I'm kind of just going to play it by ear, see how I feel. Lots of bleeding hearts today. So I just crossed Sam's Gap, which you might still be able to hear the traffic in the background. It is right on the North Carolina-Tennessee line. I'm not sure which state I'm in now, but I'm up in the woods a little bit. There were 2 people doing trail magic down there, and one of them had homemade soup with spinach, like fresh spinach. Oh, and that was so delicious, and a fat piece of bread with spray butter, which I didn't know was a thing, but hey, I'll take it. It's arguably the fastest I have eaten a bunch of calories so far on trail. Also had 2 Snickers, a banana, and I'm forgetting something. Anyway, good stuff. Today is going to be my longest day on trail yet. I knew that there was a shelter 26 miles ahead from where I stayed last night, and I kind of thought to myself, well, I'll aim for that, and if I get there, cool, but if not, there's plenty of camping. And it is 3:15 and I am 7.5 miles away, so I'm gonna make it. Kind of crazy, but 26 miles is what today's looking like. Unfortunately, I just ate a ton of food, and the next 7.5 miles is mostly just uphill, so joy, but free food, so I can't complain. And I also got a Gatorade. Can't complain. So insanely happy to see blue skies and sun again. Nice. I'm up on Big Bald right now. Oh man, it's gotta focus. There we go. And I am so surprised. I had no idea this was coming up today. Here's the survey marker right here. Oh, there we go. And I didn't really know this was on my docket for today. And I'm so surprised by it. I mean, this is like another max patch. This is absolutely beautiful. 360-degree views. There's practically no wind right now, which is shocking. I mean, It's been a crazy week, I know. My own emotions are giving me whiplash, but right now I feel very happy and very proud of myself. I am basically 25 miles into my 26-mile day. So I've just now done my first marathon day. And I am just getting rewarded after all of that hardship earlier in the week with this. It's a good day to be on the Appalachian Trail.